Hello, ladies and gentlemen. On this brand spanking new edition of Real Talk with P, we will discuss the New England Patriots and their recent struggles in general this season in reference to the way the team is run. Now, as I record this video in a few hours, now that we're in the wee hours of the morning here, they're going to face the Arizona Cardinals. I believe in Arizona. So, big game for them. Apparently, it's a big game for Belichick, as his career post Tom Brady. But the Bible talks about something very clear in the book of Corinthians, 1 Corinthians 14, the last verse, which is 1 Corinthians 14. It states, "Let all things be done decently and in order." So that is in reference to what the chapter talks about conduct that is Christian like. You get that, in Ephesians talking about marriage. You get that in Galatians and talking about more Christian behavior, more in depth. But this is more of like the order and how we are human and we are of the spirit as Christians. And also in the book of Romans it talks about it. So in essence, what we're discussing here is how Mac Jones, in essence, is somebody who has gotten really good coaching through the coach. And Bill has a philosophy or way where he wants to build you up and you have structure. So this is something that, as a observer and a fan of the team, of the organization, I've appreciated over the last 20 plus years, as this run has happened. But sadly, there's been a lot of stress, and there's something in Christianity we look at as well as far as religious spirits, and meaning, when stuff is exactly the same and then there's no movement. And when Bill Belichick brought back Matt Patricia, who used to coach the Lions, and Joe Judge, who used to coach the New York Giants, and he got them in the door, and he's part of the reason why the Patriots are where they are today. The thing is that it has created some kind of tension, some kind of stress, and Bill also has his sons coaching on the team. Steve is coaching the linebackers. I think one of the sons coaching the secondary. So there's a give and take there, and there's a bit of a compromise. So in Christianity, there shouldn't be any compromise, okay? In Christianity, there should be basically you are what you are in Christianity, and you're not defined so much by your past behavior or what you do going forward, and you can't compromise on morals, you can't compromise on behaviors, and you can't compromise on stuff as such as you, as the coach with Belichick, he can't reprimand his coaching staff for make any changes because he has his sons there, so he says to put it all on himself. But this is the problem. There's an imbalance. You gotta have balance. You gotta have structure. You gotta have understanding. And in this particular case, he doesn't have those things at his disposal anymore because he's had so many years of experience and all this stuff. And his ego is getting in the way of him being able to navigate what he's always navigated, which is personalities and all this stuff that he's been so good at over the years. And sadly, this is the consequence of this now, that he's had his son and he's had all this situation transpire with the team this year. And then people often say like, hey, this is happening and stuff like that. But this is the major problem. And then, benching Mac Jones during one game this season and bring back Zappe when Zappe was playing well. God gives grace to the humble. So basically, in this instance, you need to understand as a viewer here that, as come from a Christian perspective, this is why the team, regardless of not having Tom Brady and Tom Brady's issues, and now how he had a recent situation, obviously in his personal life now with the divorce of his wife, and now, he just recently, as I record this, yesterday lost to the Niners handily, and basically, he doesn't. He looks exasperated. He looks tired. But I'm not here to talk about time. I'm just talking about how that you need to establish order. And for the Patriots to get back to where they need to get to, they need to get back to the order, which is everybody doing their job, but at the same time, everybody that can do their job effectively. Because if you do things like Matt Patricia's coaching the offensive line, the offense, or Joe Judge is now coaching, the quarterback coaching is also helping in the offense when he was doing special teams prior to that, and he was been a coach. It's like there's too many things going on. There's too many things going on here. So in essence, that is what's going on. There's too much of imbalance, compromise, religion, a lot of stuff that there's no movement of God clearly in there, but there's also no movement of order. And if you're out of alignment, there is no way God can help you because you're not listening to Him. So no matter how much Bill instructs Matt Patricia, Joe Judge, and the rest of his coaching staff to guide the team, as long as his sons are there, it becomes a problem. And I think now, because of not having the services of Tom Brady, it makes it much worse. Because he can't fall back on Tom, and Tom can't save him from any blemishes that the team might have. So that is why the Patriots are currently where they are, and only God knows where they're going to head from here. So that is my perspective on the matter. If you like this video, click to like and subscribe. Also click if you enjoy this content. This has been Real Talk with B, and I appreciate you guys very much. Until next time, blessings.